Okay, we're back. We're going to take the top the top center frame plate, and we're going to entrap the boards and the wires, etc. in it. If you'll notice, we have the same little antenna slot, and that's going to line up with the slot on the bottom. Everything's facing forwards. We're still standing behind the machine, and we're looking forward. So I'm going to go ahead and install this now. This is probably, I would consider this the most difficult part of the build, just because there's all these wires in the way. So the first thing we'll do is we'll take the main battery lead and we'll pull it through the center, and we're also going to take the receiver hookup and we're going to get that out of our way as well. So the next thing is, you'll notice, is there's some clips here, and these clips actually slide underneath the bottom frame mount. So I'm going to start by going up front. And for starters, I'm going to push the wires out of my way, and I'm going to clip the front one in, and then I'm going to move counterclockwise. So I'm going to do the next one, clip it in, I'm going to go around here to the back, clip it in, do this final one here and clip it in. Okay, if you'll notice, we've gotten to this point and we have not had to do any screwing at all. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to line the boards up with the slots on the top of the driver boards and main board. And this is where patience is going to come into play again. This is a little tricky, so just take your time. If you get frustrated, I suggest beer is always helpful. If you're not old enough to drink beer, walk out of the room, take a break, come back, and you'll be able to get it. Now, if you'll notice, I haven't snapped the motors into place for a reason. And I haven't snapped them into place because it makes lining these up significantly easier. Just like that. And you'll notice like one might pop out or something like that, but the next step we're going to do is we're going to put some screws in this to hold it all into place. Now that we've got it all lined up, which is a beautiful thing. So that's where we're headed now. First thing we're going to do is put the screws into this frame, and there are a total of 8 screws in the box that you opened up that had the main frame in it. The first set of screws are going to be the smaller black screws. They have no washers. And there are 4 slots for the screws to go into. If you'll notice, they are, let me double check that and I'll be right back. Let me make sure I get this right. Okay, we're back. The first screw is going to go in line with the front motor. And let me snap this guy back down in here real quick. See, this is where I said patience comes into play, because it's not exactly easy firmly securing these boards, but it is a necessity. You definitely want them firmly in place. When you go to do the setup procedure, you're going to make sure that these boards are nice and firm so nothing's moving around on you, and the gyro initialization process won't be screwed up. So I'm just going to go through here and make sure I have everything lined up. We're going to put these 4 screws in. Another one. One more. And the last screw. Now, the reason I haven't locked the motors into place yet is for this very procedure. This is significantly easier than locking the motors into place and then trying to fight the frame and the boards at the same time to get this locked into place. So, that's done. That's it. Everything's in place. It looks good. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to put the top plate on. And before we do that, we're going to need to connect some stickies to it. So I'm going to record that part next. For this procedure, you're going to need the aluminum plate. And out of package, what is it? Oh, I don't know, 4H? Yeah, I'm sorry. package 3H, you're going to need two things. You're going to need a small strip of Velcro that's in there. It's probably 2.5 inches long. It's the only one that size. And there's also these little rubber pads. Now, it's important that you orient which side of this plate is top and which side of this plate is bottom. And what we're going to refer to again is this antenna hole. This antenna hole is right here. It's on the left. We're standing behind the machine. We're looking forward, and it's indicating that this, in fact, is the top. Now, as far as that goes, for the top, we're going to take this piece of Velcro stripping that we have, and we're going to cut it into 4 equal sections. These 4 pieces, sorry about that, these 4 pieces are going to go on the bottom. The Velcro is going to go on the top. And they're going to go right here, all the way around. And here in a second, I'm going to show you that. Oh, and also don't forget to remove the film element so you have some nice shiny metal to adhere your stickies to. Okay, I'm going to put those on, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like finished. So, like I said, you're going to cut this Velcro into 4 equal pieces, and you're going to apply it, and then you're going to apply these stickies on the bottom. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back here for the aluminum plate. Oh, sorry about that. We're back here for the aluminum plate installation. And the first thing we're going to do is take our plate. I'm going to show you that I have the hook side of the Velcro adhered to the top with the, it's this double-sided sticky. And then on the bottom are these are like a compressed, like a rubberized, I don't know, standoff, if you will. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our main battery lead again and our receiver lead again, and we're going to feed them through the center portion. We're going to lay this guy down on the top, and it's going to look like that. The next step is to take the set of 4 screws and washers from bag 3G, and we're going to fasten this top plate down to the electronics cage. So there's 4 screws. They are catty corner. You're just going to take a second and line everything up and fasten them down. So you're going to have a screw here, 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 and here. And when I come back, it'll all be fastened down, and then we'll move forward. Okay, we're back. The 4 screws are tightened down, and the first thing you're going to notice is the rigidity of the center frame just increased tenfold by attaching this aluminum plate. The next step is to bring the motors up and secure them into place, and I'm going to flip this thing over so you can see how that happens. There are some clips here that lock these profiles, these motor arms, into place. The trick to doing this without breaking them is to kind of spread these clips apart and gently push the motor down into place. If you just slam on the motor arm to lock it into place, it's highly probable you'll break some of these tabs, guys, so keep that in mind. So I'm going to go around here. We'll do another one together. Take your time, pry them apart, and they'll pop right into place. 3. Number 4, and what we have now is something looking like this. The next step is to take our hook and latch Velcro material. That these are the longer pieces. Obviously, there's 3 black ones and 1 red one. Obviously, the red one will go to the front, and basically you attach that and you wrap it around. Nice and snug, and what it does is it secures that motor mount to this aluminum plate, just like that. So I'm going to do the other 3, and when I come back, what we're going to do next is we're going to attach the landing gear and the bottom plastic protection case, if you will. Basically what it's going to do is prevent dust and debris from getting into the internal components. So that's what we're going to work on next.